Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Old Bud, a WWE fanatic. You know, this evening I'd like to point what I've got to say directly at Vince McMahon. Vince, not long ago on SmackDown Live, John Cena and Kanakamura, whatever you want to call him, had a good match. John Cena got his rear end kicked up between his shoulder blades and lost that match. But he got up off of the floor, shook himself off, walked over, and shook hands with Nakamura. Nakamura didn't hesitate. He shook hands back with Cena. McMahon, you need a little bit more of that in your programming. And you know, how stupid do you think people are, Vince McMahon? You people got in the ring. A McMahon, along with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, not long ago. And in the melee, AJ Styles kicked Mr. McMahon right square upside the head. He got up off the floor and everybody just walked away. About a week or so later, the same three were in the ring talking, and it turned into a melee. And it ends up that Kevin Owens knocks Mr. McMahon flat of his rear end. And everybody just gets up and walks away and they go right on. Now, Vince McMahon, how stupid do you think people are? It didn't take a 3-year-old to know that that had to be scripted. One of us walk up and kick our boss upside the head. You think he's going to get up or she's going to get up and everybody's just going to walk away? No. Whether it's accidental or not, that boss is going to get up off the floor and one or two things is going to happen. Either you're going to get flat out fired or at the least suspended without pay. Come on, Vince. Get you some script writers with some brains. And the prison match between Jinder Mahal and Orton. What a joke. And you know, Vince, you got a problem when the sports media, yes, the sports media even came out outright and said that your prison match was nothing but one big joke. Now, not long ago, you had a match with Jinder Mahal and Orton. And Mahal's two little pimps wasn't out there to interfere. And by golly, that was a darn good match. Now that's the kind of good show you can put on when you want to get rid of these little pimp type interferers. You need more of that. Give us more of that. And Vince, your lady wrestling is really getting downright pitiful. It's getting shameful. A good match? When? We haven't seen one lately. You know what I think? You're not giving any of your ladies the killer instinct. And I think maybe that we ought to have Miss Rachel come up from Florida and release one of her yard gators. Yep, I said one of her yard gators in the women's locker room. By golly, that should liven them up a little bit. You know, Vince McMahon, I don't know about the rest of the fans, but you know what I think would really boost your ratings? Just this. Take 2 months, 2 straight months, and let the fans pick who they want to see wrestle who. That's right. Take 2 straight months and let the fans pick who they want to wrestle who. But you know what, Vince McMahon? I don't think you got the guts. I just don't believe you got the guts. And last but not least, your 4-man match with Lesnar for the title. Now, here again, a 3-year-old knew that match was rigged the minute you started the program. That's right. It wasn't hard to figure that out, that it was rigged for him to win and keep his title. Because Vince, the minute you walked out there and announced that match, and the fact that he was defending his belt against 3 other people, your boy Paul and him came tearing out there. And old Paul took up a microphone and told you flat out that due to the conditions that his man had to defend his title under, that if his man lost his title, that they were both leaving the WWE. And Vince, at that point, you should have looked old Paul Heyman right in the eye and told him, Paul, well, if your man loses, don't let the door hit either one of you in the backside on the way out. But you didn't. So that right there told everybody 3 years old and up that that match was rigged. Rigged for him to keep his belt. Vince, get you some guts. Start putting some wrestling out there. And when it comes to these divas, definitely get some wrestling out there. Some of these diva matches you run out there and have them do, you may as well be showing cartoons. Get you some guts, Vince. Get you some good writers if you're going to do it that way. And give us some decent wrestling. Lord have mercy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all I've got for this evening. Let me hear from you. I'd sure love to hear from you other fans. May the good Lord bless and keep you, and good night.